Every organization will face a storm. The question isn't whether disruption is coming. The question is whether your organization will bend or break when it arrives. A resilient organization is not simply one that survives hard things. Survival is the minimum. A truly resilient organization is one that uses disruption, crisis, setback, uncertainty as the raw material for growth. It comes through hardship, not just intact, but stronger, wiser, and better prepared for what comes next. And here's what most leaders don't realize. Resilience isn't built during a crisis, it's built long before one. It lives in the roots and the culture, and whether people inside of your organization feel safe enough to speak, to flag problems early, and to bring their full capacity to bear when it matters most. You cannot pull resilience out of an organization that has gone quiet. It has to already be there. What happens when organizations go quiet? When followers stop speaking up? When high performers disengage? When capable people learn through experience that their voice doesn't change anything? That pattern doesn't just affect morale or engagement, it quietly erodes the very roots that organizational resiliency depends on. Because resilience requires voice, it requires the early warning signals that come only from followers who feel safe surfacing what they see. It requires the discretionary effort of people who are genuinely invested, not just showing up, but actively contributing. And when the silence sets in, those things disappear, long before the storm arrives, long before anyone notices that they're gone. Resilient organizations don't happen by accident. Here are 3 things that they do consistently that others don't. First, they protect voice. Resilient organizations are built on cultures where honest feedback flows, up, down, across. Leaders actively reward truth-telling, not just results. And people believe from direct experience that speaking up is safe and that it matters. Number 2, they invest in people before they need them. Resilience is not a crisis strategy, it's an everyday practice. Resilient organizations develop their followers, recognize their followers' contributions, and release their potential continuously so that when disruption comes, the capacity is already there. Number 3, they treat setbacks as data. Rather than recovering from disruption and moving on, resilient organizations pause to learn from it. What did we miss? What did our people see that didn't surface in time? Each disruption becomes a blueprint for future strength if the culture is honest enough to read it. Resilience isn't a final destination, it's a practice, and it begins with a decision to pay attention to what's happening beneath the surface of your organization before the storm arrives. Explore the Resilient Organization podcast and the free resources available at inspiredcoaching.net.